beat.
Well, I don't see it.
Hello, and welcome to Shady Talk Wednesday. We are here and we are popping on this Wednesday. We are WCWs.
Yes, we are.
My boo made me her WCW today, so I'm excited about that. I was somebody's WCW. How about you?
Mine just means working, caring woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm nobody's WCW.
Oh, you are.
I probably am, but I don't want to know.
Oh, come on, Dre.
They my MCM.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's fair.
Well, we don't have a Monday show, so.
That's it. So it's
tell him you better be his WCW because he is his.
I am.
What more do you
want from me? I am. Look.
Right.
I am.
Thank you for that, Marv.
Right. We don't want any more.
Thank you. Well, hello and welcome once again to Shady Talk Wednesday. We are back. I am your girl, Miss Shay, your lovely host, and of course my co-host, my lovely co-host, Mary Jane, giving us the daily dose.
Yes.
So as you all know, we always come here to talk about the talk. We always come here to talk about some great topics. We always
keeping it real,
being a little shady, even though we're not shady.
It's not. We're not shady.
No, we're not.
Just sometimes keeping it real or,
sound shady.
It does, because everybody wants to be comforted with a lie. And I once lived there. I once lived in the lie land.
And you know what? That's actually, like I always tell people, that's what my brand is about. It's basically about keeping it real. And I understand sometimes with keeping things real, it might sound a little shady. But it's not shady, but it depends. As long as you're not like, confrontational. I look like I'm a little link-sided.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're sorry, guys. Let me tell you something. Today we have bloopers.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Thank you, Dre.
But we're just here. We want to show you that we ain't always perfect. Never.
No. And guess what? We want our show for people to know. Just like you said, we ain't always perfect.
Yeah.
We
present.
We're present. We're here. We're real. We're keeping it real. We're doing that part.
Yes. So you just recently had a show.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure we're still on camera.
Well,
okay,
there we didn't see our viewing, guys. So if we disappear, we having some little bloopers.
Shout out to all the followers who are following us right now.
We're tuning in.
You know that we are going to shout you guys out. Of
yes,
course,
we are.
Of course. Hi, Ash. How are you? That's my homegirl from Virginia.
I'm gonna try to look here at the same time.
I used to say Ash is from Florida. I don't know why I thought Ash was from Florida. I don't know. So listen, I just got this new color as y'all see. So I'm trying to work it.
I think this is your summer do.
You know what? It is actually everybody at my job and
it's very versatile. The first week you got it, which I think was not the first week, but you got the style like maybe a month and a half ago. You switched it up, added some more color and stuff. But I think the bob is it. I want a nice black bob. But I think I'm going to wait till my birthday. Because I'm always so plain Jane. I just want to do something
Your birthday
different.
coming up too. June
11th.
June.
Yeah.
What's the plans?
I don't know, man. I don't really have too much plans. Somebody reached out today. Shout out to Santana Man. He reached out and said, can I be on the flyer for the party for June 3rd? I'm willing to do that. That's pretty cool.
And where's that party?
I want to say it's Dulce and Elizabeth. Santana, if I'm wrong and you tuned in, let me know. But
wow, I'm actually doing a comedy show June 3rd.
You are?
Yeah, down at the Fabian, Patterson, New Jersey. I will be at the Fabian, Patterson, New Jersey. Monique Latisse live. No, not live. Monique Latisse and Friends comedy show down at the Fabian and Patterson in the Center City Mall.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll be there chopping it up.
That's gonna be nice.
So that's that. So how was your weekend?
It was cool. No complaints, know.
Okay.
Back to work, because last time, was I unemployed? Was I employed last time?
I think you was unemployed.
I was? No, I was employed.
You was employed.
That probably was my last
So it was when
week.
I came to see you.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah. Big Drip had lost her job. Yeah, Mary Jane wasn't working,
Well, it's all good. Mary Jane back up and
I'm going to get me some money.
Oh, it's money out there.
And I'm back to work.
That's what. Listen, it's money out there. If it ain't been no money out there before, it's some money out there now.
But if you're not getting no money, you don't want no money.
Yeah, because it's out there.
So I got
definitely some money out there to get.
Found me another job. You know what I'm saying? It's not a career. It's just a job for me to earn some money, and I'm cool with that. And it's cool that I lost the last job too. I was working with the seniors. I miss them, but at the same time, I'm not gonna put myself at risk.
Yeah, jobs are getting kind of difficult now. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic that has happened, but it's just like it can be a little stressful.
He didn't like that I called the facility dirty. It's dirty, sir. And I'm not going to keep coming to this dirty facility putting myself at risk. You need to clean up the right way.
Yeah.
And he said, I offended him. I said, well, all right. He said, well, maybe this ain't for you. And I said, okay. I ain't coming back.
Well, once again, you just keeping it real. No shade but shade. If the place ain't clean, listen. What do you want somebody to tell you? That they okay with working in an environment that's not clean?
And he said, I'm going to take you off the schedule. And I said, okay.
And that's how
for
it
this
went.
week or next week. Because in case
you know what? That's the thing too. People are so tired right now.
I don't care.
Yeah, people are ready to walk out.
I left that damn job after 15 years. You think I care about you, sir?
15 years?
The one before that, I don't care.
Yeah, people are tired. Once you're walking out of something for 15 years, people are tired. That's a different kind of tired, though.
I don't care. People out here walking away from their kids, from their marriages.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People tired.
From home ownership.
Yeah.
I ain't afraid to lose nothing. Because anything you have once, you can have it again. Sir,
people are walking out of their car in traffic and just leaving it and just going.
People tired.
People tired. It's a lot going on.
I'm tired. I went to the laundromat, right? It wasn't no dryer. No washers. I only had like 2 at this time, and I was frustrated. You know, I just threw all my white clothes in the trash. I said, I don't even care. I'll buy them again. I'm not sitting here waiting for no dryer and washer to be available. I was so frustrated. I was tired.
Now, that's a different kind of frustrated.
I don't care. I'm just trying to show you the level of tired. So if there's somebody out there watching and you tired, depends on what you're tired of. It's okay to give up for today.
Yeah.
Resume tomorrow. Don't give up on life.
But don't throw your clothes away.
Throw them away.
No, don't throw your clothes away. You got to either go to another laundromat or wait for a machine to come open. Don't be like Drea and throw your clothes away.
I was so frustrated. There was no machines left, and I said, why am I sitting around? This one out of order. They got 27 of them. I don't even care about white clothes.
Wow.
Threw them right in the trash.
Well, I had an excellent weekend. It was Mother's Day weekend. Shout out to all the mothers out
Happy
there.
Belated Mother's Day.
Happy belated Mother's Day. Listen, we still celebrating Mother's Day.
Mother's Day is every day.
Yeah, Mother's Day is every day.
Period.
And guess what? We still gonna make it a special Mother's Day through the month of May. So guess what? You still out there? Celebrate it the whole month of May. We taking it for the whole month of May. But I wind up having a comedy show.
Yes, you had the Tawana's Oldies But Goodies. Yes. How did it turn out? I seen the previews and I seen the clips on Facebook that did no justice to tell me how did you do in the show.
You know what? It was so exciting. It was so amazing.
I seen you had the oldies in line dancing.
Oh my gosh! It's like I want to do it again and again and again.
You will.
Yeah, and that was the goal.
Bigger each time.
Yes. I had such a good time. I loved vibing with my oldies but goodie crowds. Let me tell you something, baby. Like I said on my video, whenever you have an oldies but goodies show, you best believe they coming. Let me tell you something. My oldies but goodies was in the parking lot at 2:30. You hear me? I mean, they had their skirts down to their knees.
2:30 in the
2:30 p.m. The show started at 3:00.
Oh, they was tailgating.
They were scattered. They was
out there tailgating, pregame.
I said, you know what? One thing about the oldies but goodies, when you get them a time, oh, believe me, they on time. They follow the program. Follow the program. So
guess
what?
They gonna get every penny they pay. You know they do not waste their money.
Shout out to everybody, all my oldies but goodies who came to my first annual Oldies But Goodies comedy show. I'm glad you all were able to laugh.
Enjoy yourself.
And I can't wait to see you guys come back again.
How was it for you, though, the experience of your first real taping of your own show?
It was amazing. Anytime I do comedy or anytime people go out and you have to speak in front of people, you always get a little nervous.
Stage fright.
And I think with me, when it comes to comedy, like I tell people all the time, sometimes I think I should be a writer because I write so much. Mm-hmm. I mean, even on my job with me driving, I have to rip paper to write so I can
When the thoughts come to you. Oh,
my God, it drives me crazy. Like, that's how much I write. But here's the crazy part about it. A lot of stuff that I write, I don't use it.
Well, it's content,
sometimes I might pick something just in case, but it always comes to my mind when I am thinking of something is for some reason I just gotta write it. But I do like the fact that, like my own comedy show like that, I feel like I'm always able to just be me. I'm always able to do me, flow how I want to flow. I know how things is going, because I feel like sometimes in the comedy world, when you doing other people events, you got to kind of go with they flow.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm my own vibe. So I like to vibe myself. Yeah, I like to create my own thing.
Vibe and all that.
That's why sometimes when people want to book me to do certain events, I kind of get a little skeptical, because I feel like, it's a thing that I want to do. It's a way I like to present myself. It's a way I like to open up the crowd. And sometimes, I'm thankful for my boo, who's my personal DJ, because I've even experienced with doing shows sometime and you want certain songs. Some of the DJs don't want to play your songs. I don't know if maybe...
That's like VIP right there.
Like maybe they don't have it downloaded.
Your shorty is the DJ.
Yeah, that's definitely VIP. So we definitely going to rock out. Shout out to my girl, DJ
And that's the type of support you need, though. Yes. In a lot of relationships now, not to go off topic, but just to piggyback, people don't have that support. No. So I think it's a beautiful thing that she's the DJ.
Yes.
It goes hand in hand with you, you know, presenting your content to the world via microphone or digital, however you do it. And to have somebody that, because you're supporting hers too. Y'all working together hand in hand, because her promotions are yours and vice versa. Yes. So I think that's a beautiful thing. Shout out to everybody who has a stable relationship where you're supporting each other. Good love is cool love, guys.
Yes. Everybody in a relationship, you should support one another.
Yeah, and normalize supporting your mate.
Yeah, normalize that. And it's okay, even if you're just there in a crowd, it's okay. But what I will say when it comes to support, what I do love about this show as well, too, is that I didn't have to work for it. Like, I felt like when I put the link up and people knew that I was having a show, they came and they bought the tickets, and that was it. So right there, once again, I just want to thank everybody for even believing in me, enjoying me. Because even a lot of people that came, they kind of know me just from Facebook, from social media.
Right.
A lot of people don't even know me personally.
But to show up in person is
heard about
thing.
Me.
They could have just looked at your old content or just looked at your videos or TikTok and said, oh, that's enough. No, they got up, got dressed. It's the effort that they put in to actually come support. So
it's always
definitely shout out to them.
Yeah, so that was pretty much my great weekend. My mom and my family was in the building. Shout out to my big family, supporter. My daughter and my goddaughter held the door down for me. My aunt, my girl Julie, my mom, they handled the serving for me. So it was a beautiful event.
Good.
It was definitely a beautiful
Not just the start
event.
of something great, though.
Yeah, and guess what? I look forward to do it again and again and again. So when I have another show, guys, get ready. I'm definitely going to keep it.
But she's doing something June 3rd. That's still you, right?
Yeah, I'm on the lineup for June 3rd. Yeah, at the Fabian. If you guys are not doing something, please come out. I put the information on my page. So if you want to get a ticket, come on out. We're going to have another good time. I tell people all the time, when you rocking and rolling up under me, it's all about a good time. I'm about a good time.
In the meantime, I'll be out here acting a fool every day. Every day till then and beyond.
And speaking of that, as far as a good time, when we talking about reminiscing, because that's basically what the topic was about today.
Yeah, and then the oldies but goodies took them down memory lane.
We wanted to talk about, reminiscing, going down memory lane. Let's bring back the good times.
Yeah, there's so many good times that I just don't even know if we will ever get back as a whole, like as a community, as a people, as a world. But what I've been trying to do lately is just kind of tap into things that used to make me happy. You know what I'm saying? Like spending more time with family. You know what I'm saying? As we get older, everybody is growing apart and doing their own thing. And I noticed recently some of my family was in town. One of my aunts passed or whatever. And it felt good to be with family. So I'm trying to get back into the importance of family.
Yeah, now do you think that we lost that due to social media, due to the pandemic, or do you think those things were kind of dwindling down before the pandemic? Like, I feel like a lot of things that we used to do that was good times, or things that you could reminisce, I kind of think it, in some way, a big part of it is social media.
It's the biggest part. Social media has cut into communication. Because now, instead of calling somebody, and I'm guilty of this too, and we probably spoke about this, I'm guilty of when someone's birthday is around. Or if just any event where 9 out of 10 times before we may have bought a card, we may have called them personally, we may have mailed them something, may have stopped by their house to happy birthday or whatever the occasion is. Now everything is communicated with just a status or a post, and like, that's it, that's enough.
But you know what, one thing I can say, and I could compare it like with my boo. I know y'all like, oh, she gonna talk about her boo all day, but
it's okay.
What I can say is that she shows me how, even with her friendship, they are still very verbal. They are still very physical. They still send gifts. They conversate. They get together. So you can still do it.
Yeah.
It can still happen. It
just has to be something you want to do.
Yeah, and it has to be something that you want to do because it happens.
Yeah.
It happens. But I do feel like social media has cut a lot of that stuff. And me, I'm pretty much from the old school. I just feel like with me, I kind of got more into social media because of like the business aspect or the entertainment things that I'm doing. But I'm still always down to pull up, to, you know, to come out, to sit around, to get together. I'm so for those vibes. I still don't mind doing.
Some people don't even want to have a conversation. I'm still a woman. Like I like to sit down. Let's talk. Let's get to know each other. Let's play some board games. Like let's just sit in the yard and kick it. Like the kids don't even do what they used to do. Remember, it was a time we went out. You had to be in the house at a certain time. Street lights. Maybe not playing even that.
You don't even see bicycles no more.
Oh, you see the bicycles, but you see them cutting you off, swerving in and out of traffic.
Oh yeah, those bicycles.
You don't
but
see
I'm
them
talking about the children
up and down the street like we did.
Yeah, you don't see the children pretty much no more like on the bicycles.
Jumping rope.
You don't see the bicycles. You don't see the jumping rope.
You don't see
even when the snow was here a little bit. You don't see the kids outside looking to shovel the snow. And I make about $20
because I be wanting to just go out like, oh, I want to just go sledding.
I don't know. It even seemed like Christmas was different.
Yeah, everything is different. But I think it's up to each person and each family to kind of bring that back into your world.
We have to bring it back. We have to bring it back, and we have to find a way to bring it back. And I think one of it, sometimes we have to probably take breaks from social media.
Of course.
We got to really do more of, you know, start back with the phone call, connecting, start back with the setting up dates to go out and, you know, really, you know, get with your friends and, you know, conversate and, you know, do those kind of things. I think we have to do a lot of E for effort. I think we lost a lot of it, like I said, due to social media, due to the pandemic. Everybody got so,
ended it.
You know, relaxed.
Ended it.
And some people are really and some people are really ended it. I feel like, you know, I kind of fell back a little bit, but I'm still in motion. You know, I'm still in motion. I still like to be in motion, that vibe. You know, but right now, you know, my vibe is, I guess I'm just, you know, hustling, grinding, business, entertainment, you know,
it was
still
about
making
the hustling
time.
And grinding just sound too gangster for me just now. It was like I'm hustling, I'm grinding. Like, I don't know who you've been around, but I don't like that lingo for you. It was it was like real gangster.
Really?
Like I'm hustling, I'm grinding, like I'm out here in the streets.
It did. Yeah, it did. Because you know what? Sometimes I get a little annoyed too. And even with me saying hustling and grinding, sometimes I feel like hustlers and people saying they're in business is two different things. Or I don't know. Is can you be in business hustling? I don't know, because I feel like it depends on the person. Because I feel like some hustlers don't handle business the right way. Some business people handle business like they're hustling.
To me, a hustler is like any means necessary. Like I'm getting to it. I'm getting up every day, whatever it takes to get there. Whether I gotta walk, run, ride, rob, I'm getting there.
Okay.
A business is normally ran, and sometimes it's a business. It's in business. It has stability. It's on a autopilot where it's running itself, and hustlers gotta run.
So then I guess the third step is I'm just trying to make money.
Right. So you're hustling, you're grinding, you're really putting in gears to get to the top. Like you doing what you got to do. You put in the footwork. Once you get there, then you can say, you know, I have a business because it's up and running. It's running itself. It's coming to you. You're not going to it. So hustlers go to the grind. No different than somebody selling drugs in the street. Your customers don't come to your house and say, hey, I'm here to buy drugs from you. No, you have to go out onto the street, hustle. And then they find you there while you're grinding. So I don't know. You still can say like you grinded, but I think more so you're a brand right now.
Hi, Andre, Tracy.
Hi,
Roshan,
everybody. I can't see no comments or nothing.
Larry, Ryan, Jalen Dukes.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, y'all.
But yeah, it kind of hurts my heart though that the substance of what we grew up on, and you know, probably what your daughter grew up on. She's probably the last generation that you have introduce certain things to her, you know what I'm saying, where she was able to appreciate some of the nostalgia things that we have.
And I feel bad because I feel like even her generation with the girls and the guys, like I I don't know. It's like a competition lane a lot over there with their generation.
Sorry for
like I feel like when we grew up, we weren't in competition, and it's sad to say that. I feel like even though we grew up and we weren't in what's the word? I just said
like competition.
Competition.
We were, but not at this scale, though.
No, we had a good time.
Ponytail was fanning more. Like who edges was more slick. Like who Reeboks was more like. Who socks was more slouch. Like
we kind of did it on a fun thing because we kind of enjoy what one another have. I feel like now, even as adults, it just seems like even the competition with adults is different now. Like I couldn't see myself at my age competing with.
I can't keep up.
Even Instagram, no shade to Instagram, because I'm okay with Instagram, but I feel like Instagram is not really my lane. Like I feel like Instagram, you got to be like a model.
Yeah, you do.
You gotta.
I cannot keep up. I'm the first to say it. I can't keep up. I'm not competing, and it's a self-discovery stage where I'm at now. Like discovering what my worth is, what my attributes are. What is it that's so good and valuable about me that I don't even have to compete. I don't have to worry about if I'm winning or I'm not. I'm just getting into myself, creating my own energy, my own vibe, and I'm appreciating.
And I think if people think like that, to just go ahead, create. And guess what? Some people just don't have a vibe, and that's fine.
They don't. So you have to compete physically.
Right.
I know my energy.
Right.
I'm cool. Like I'm starting to appreciate my own sense of humor. I appreciate my personality. Just those things, and that's where I'm at. But you have to go back to where you once were to see where you are now. And I'm like, yo, I wasn't always in this state of mind.
Yeah.
I'm cool. I appreciate me now.
And you know what? I think people need to take the time to realize that. I think sometimes people get so wrapped up into the social media and looking and staring and being into somebody else's zone and so focused over there that sometimes they don't have the time to sit back and take the time to look at that with themselves.
Who are you off of the World Wide Web?
Yeah.
Before the World Wide Web came along, who were you? Yeah. And I'm getting back to the essence of that. Like I'm forever gonna stand behind who I am. I'm goofy, silly. Some may call it childish. I don't care, but that's my happy globe. That's what keeps me balanced in this crazy world.
Though we still need that out here, in this world. I feel like I'm friendly, I'm funny, I'm cool.
You see how you can identify yourself. Like
I'm loving, I'm caring, I'm compassionate. I like generous. To have fun. I'm generous. Yeah, I'm some of it all. I'm down for a good time. Yeah. I love having a good time. I love having a good time. I love seeing people having a good time. I love the entertainment world. I love entertaining people.
Yeah,
I just love it.
Times.
We're
living in very broken
But I feel
times.
like it's kind of hard, even though I feel like a lot of entertainment is needed for the world. I feel like a lot of people are so broken. So many people are so distracted. So many people are so just like pushed in this zone that they can't really, enjoy others, So that's the thing too. But, if anything that I would like to come back to reminisce is just that love, that fun, that girl power where we wasn't even using the word so strong.
Ladies first. Come on.
Ooh, ladies first. Ladies first.
UNICY. Come on.
You gotta let them know.
Do we even have unity anymore?
Like even with my show, I love doing old school. I'm so for the old school. I love it.
Bring it back. Bring back those times. Like
I don't know. Some people are so harding right now. I don't know. And I think a lot of it is because they doing this on social media all day.
Watching and comparing.
Yeah,
that's why I'm only accepting certain things and people around me now. Like, and when I say around me, I may interact with you when I see you out in public, but I need stuff around me that's conducive to my soul feeling good.
I've learned that. And I had to learn that recently because I had to learn about myself that because I'm such an open book, and it was a post that I put up that a video on my page that this girl was talking about people with pure hearts.
You got to protect it.
Yeah, and it's like just having that pure heart, I've realized with me that sometimes you connect me, I connect with anybody because of the pure heart.
You attract anybody too. Yeah, I never be careful of that.
Yeah, now I understand it. And it's sad because even in the video, the girl was describing that just with you having a pure heart and being who you are as a nice person or this, that, and the third, like people really be in competitions with you. People really try to start stuff with you.
They want to break your spirit. They want to see if it's really real. Like, is this really her?
Yeah. And they're like that because I guess that's not them or they're not used to it. But here's the catch with me that's so tricky because I feel like if anything I'm not used to that I feel like is good for me, let's just take even food, for example. If I go somewhere and I eat something at a restaurant and I feel like it's good or I enjoyed it, I'm going to appreciate what I enjoy.
Embrace it.
I'm going to embrace it. I don't think I'm going to eat something that I felt was good,
but I don't want it.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna
that good stuff again. Like it was good as hell, but who gonna keep eating that?
But that's just really what people do. Okay. It's like, wait a minute, did we just sit down and eat and you said everything is good? Why are you out here like punching the wall now saying that you ain't going back to eat that again?
It's expensive. Like, I don't understand. But was it worth it? Like,
it's like, wow. Yeah, so even on those terms, I'm learning that that's the opposite of people now, you know? And I've always tried to be the type of person because I know I'm just this little friendly bug and I know my personality is so big and all that. I never try to look at people and downplay them for how they are as a person because I know me. I'm just a different kind of butterfly. Yeah, so I always try to meet people at their level, even people who don't get along with people that are like, oh, how you get along with them? And I'm just like, everybody is different. And because, like I said, I know I'm such a social butterfly, I don't really pick and choose. But, baby,
lately,
let me tell you, I got it. The radar is up now. It's a full understanding of what needs to be understood when it comes to people.
Yep, I'm learning.
Yeah, we have to. And you know what? I'm just really catching it in my 40s, because like I said, when you growing up and you're around people and you've been around people for so long, and like the girl said, when you have a pure heart and you're just that type of person, you're not really focusing on all of that.
Yeah, because you're overlooking certain things.
Yeah, I don't even
your
see
heart
it.
Is
right.
Good. So you think, no, just because I'm walking around with this la good heart, nobody else is gonna be like that.
Right.
Until you get burnt, then you're like, well, how did I not see it coming?
Right.
Now I kind of expect everyone to, and I'm not thinking in a negative sense. I'm just not as gullible as I used to be, and I'm kind of expecting someone to do something wrong, and then when they don't, it's a surprise. I'm like, yo, it's really some real ones out here.
And you know what? I used to be with this, just kind of staying in the same circle of what I know or who I know. I'm now at a place that I'm open to meet others. Because I do feel like there is some, genuine good people out there, and I also had to learn that sometimes, in your lifetime, you have to connect with people on the level you're connecting
for different reasons now. Not because we could drink together because we cool, because I remember you when you was young. It's funny today when I was at work, I seen somebody come into my job and I was just going to say to him, I remember you when you was da-da-da-da-da. Then I said, Drea, frivolous conversation, let's leave it alone. Because what's going to be the purpose of connecting with this person right now? If he saw you and he didn't recognize you, he was cool with not speaking to you, or he does not know you like that. So why are you going to go above and beyond to remind him of when I remember you was this big and you was Cheryl cousin and Marcus sister.
And people would do all of that though. It's like,
I'm trying to tell my personality, girl, calm down. You don't got to get to know everybody.
That's the thing. Sometimes you got to talk to yourself, because I do feel like sometimes people be out of order. I feel like sometimes people want to know stuff just because they want to know it for them. It's not even like they need a reason. It's like some people just gotta just hear something. Like they just gotta just know something. And I hate that when people do that, because I feel like I'm the type of person that I'm not really out of order with asking questions. I just feel like some things is just off limit. I just feel like as people, as women, if it's not shared, I don't think I need to try to bring it up to hear about it.
The ultimate
But some people
question,
really need that.
This is a question. Where am I at? Can y'all see me? I'm here. I'm right here.
You're right there.
This one right here, right? You know what question people got to stop asking? And this is totally off topic, but they need to hear this. When somebody pass away, stop going under people pictures saying, what happened? They died. That's what happened. They stopped breathing. They're no longer alive. How insensitive are you to come up under somebody's picture
even
and
things
say,
like,
oh, what happened?
No, but people will go as far as, let's just say if I post something, or let's just say if I'm under somebody else's post and I'm saying, oh, my condolences, or I'm saying like, let's just, since you're on that topic, and I say why are you in my inbox asking me what happened?
Let's bring back respect for people and respect for the dead. That's a childhood thing, and I want to reminisce and bring back.
I don't know why. Even that's what I mean when I'm saying when people are peeking on social media. Like, people are literally reading in the comments, seeing who they see in there, and really going in inboxes to try to get info to see. That's a lot.
I can't lie now. Now, talking about going in comments, Because I done went in comments before, and that one comment then landed me on 32 other people's profile. Now I'm on a Irish man profile down in Ireland somewhere. Because I don't know.
If you looking,
I'm not asking though.
Right.
I'm just investigating. Because so I get in these nosy spells where I'm like, well, what happened? I'm gonna ask myself.
Oh yeah, well sometimes you do backtrack, you know, because you're
like,
just trying to see like what happened, and that's fine. But at least you're doing that alone.
Yeah, I will
at least you're not inviting people in your space. At least you're not, you know, being disrespectful or trying to like involve other people. And here's my thing is too, who do you think gonna be answering that stuff in inboxes? Like, I've never been the type of person that's going to be yelling that kind of stuff. You won't have my name and screenshots and sending it and saying this is I don't even talk like that with people.
I'm scared to have certain conversations because of screenshots. I'm mature to talk about anything.
Right.
We can talk about anything if we're mature enough. We live in this world where you can't.
Because sometimes you can be talking to somebody and you don't even know what evil tendencies that they got going on. You know, you could think you talking to somebody and telling them something personally because you feel like, oh, they wanted to know. So you feel like, oh, you know, let me tell. I don't do that stuff.
They will ruin you with it.
First of all, I'm not even going nowhere doing that stuff to ask anybody anything. But that's another thing when I feel like social media got people too comfortable with that stuff. Yeah. And not even that, just some of the stuff that people ask and want to know. Who cares?
Yeah, social media is a world. If you see it,
you see it. You know, it's just like, I don't really need to go so deep to figure out what's the rest about it. Now, like you said, if you're going to do your personal investigation, you're going to go down, you're going to click a page, you're going to click another page, you're going to click this page. Oh, I didn't even know that was his sister. Oh, I didn't even know that was his aunt.
I go in the comments, and then sometimes I'll draft a comment. My conscience be like, girl, mind your business, backspace, all that. Just like it and keep moving.
Yeah.
That's how you make yourself part of something. Some stuff I don't even like because it makes you part of the issue.
Yeah.
Because now a person make the stats like, oh, because likers will get slapped too.
Because
now
it's already like, first of all, already social media have started this pool where people feel like they know you personally.
Yeah, you don't.
And here's the thing, I know me, like I tell people all the time, listen, I know I'm always up on my page. I know I'm saying stuff funny. I know I'm saying, you know, I'm talking here, I'm talking there. So I know I comment back to people that I don't know. So even when I see people in the street that be like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, and the sad part about it is I don't even go and check some of these people pages, but I know most of the people who are doing that to me. I'm not going to be rude like,
it's a respect thing too, and they appreciate your craft.
Yeah, so it's just like I know most of it, you know, it comes from there. And another thing about social media that I can't take is that people will see you post, like for me, for example, I post some of everybody's stuff. I don't care if I don't know you or not. If I see something that I feel like somebody winning, they doing something, it's nice and congratulate, I post that. I post memes. I post pictures. I post jokes.
You use your social media.
People will point out one thing and be like, oh, did you see that Tawana had put up? So you telling me out of all the 10,000 things that Tawana, because Tawana knows she put up a bunch of stuff.
Right.
You telling me out of all the things that you seen that I
that was
put
the
up,
only one worth saying
you took one meme and a caption and assume that it was about somebody.
Yeah.
Nobody ain't saying, oh, well, I seen when Tawana put up about her show. Oh, I seen when Tawana put up congratulations to that girl. Oh, I seen when Tawana put up that joke. Y'all gotta stop.
We live in a
confrontational people.
Very confrontational, combative, pick and choosy type of community. But you know what? The older I get, it's not getting to me as it used to.
Yeah.
Like if it does, I'm just learning not to respond in a way that.
And sometimes when you kind of know who some of that energy is coming from, you already know, you know, that type of energy. But I just say that to say that, like, that haven't happened recently, but I'm just saying, just within time of social media, you know, people do that. They pick and choose and try to point out certain posts that they feel like people is, you know, pointing out. But here's what I want to say about that. Don't just start barking on that. Repost the positive stuff that you see. Talk about the positive stuff that you see people do.
Spreads faster.
Like, stop trying to create drama off of a status or a post.
Yeah, and people,
you know, and I tell people all the time, when it come to me, you're gonna see some of everything. I'm gonna post a little bit of me. I'm gonna post a little bit of you. I'm gonna post a little bit of her. I'm gonna post a little bit of this. Because first of all, my page is all entertainment. So is That's just that. And I feel like most of my mature followers and my oldies but goodies people, you know, that's why I kind of stay tuned to Facebook a little more, because that's where they at.
Yeah.
You know, I'm Instagram is cool, but I ain't got time to be, you know, modeling and all of that over there and, you know, putting up those kind of captions. I like more where it's a little more mature, even though Facebook could be a little distracting at times, but I do feel like my communication level with some of my fans, my followers, people who love to support me, people who love to, you know, because I always run into people that always tell me things they seen on my page. You know, I get inboxes all the time from people saying, "Oh, girl, you made my day." Right. You know, things like that.
You gotta work for those who appreciate you. Sometimes we spend a lot of time overthinking about people and things that are not really for us, when you need to just continue to entertain those who are there to genuinely
Now, do you feel
support
like social media is a good thing or a bad thing?
Depends on how you use it, like anything else in life. Drugs can be good. Just depends on how you use it. No, seriously. Marijuana is a great thing, but you smoke too much, you know, it'll take you down. So depends on how you use it. Moderation.
Right.
So anything you use responsibly can be a good thing. I just think that people are very irresponsible with social media. Yeah. I too have been irresponsible with social media.
Yeah, I have been.
I posted stuff and then I go back years later like, what was I thinking about that day? Who was I talking to? What
Sometimes
was I feeling?
post something and I erase it because just in a few seconds I'm like, you know what? I ain't even feeling that no more. I don't feel like what I just wrote. I don't feel like what I just said.
And take this
All
down.
right, stay on the positive side. Don't let your emotions, don't let your feelings get into that meme, because that's the tricky thing. I will say some stuff that you post or you come across, I don't know how social media kind of connects sometimes, but it's like they kind of either know some things you've been through, some things you experienced, something, and that stuff will pop up and you like, woo, I can feel it.
Right. It mess with your emotions.
I can feel it. You know, you know, and you get into it. You get into it. Even that video, the last video, like I told you, that the girl put up about pure hearts. Oh my God, it was like, to me, what I love. And that's another thing too, when it comes to videos or sometimes memes or, you know, just posts, sometimes it just takes me to a place where I could connect and understand myself, or back down memory lane, or, you know, it'll take you there to where as though you could see what actually happened. You can understand, you know, sometimes it'll take you back into those emotions. But a lot of times, like you said, it depends how people use social media. Sometimes a lot of stuff for me is like, woo, this is what I was thinking. This is what I was feeling. So I'm not alone, you know. And that's another reason why I'm not afraid to post certain things and post and videos and things like that, because I'm not afraid for somebody to know that this had been my experience, or I have been through these emotions or these feelings, because some people have too. And that's why I love when people do comment and they don't take things personal and they get into, oh, I understand, I can relate to this, da-da-da-da-da. It's okay. You know, it's everybody feel like when you post something, sometimes you're talking about something that just happened. You're talking about something that, you know, is going on. It's like, no, we got, listen, I am almost 47 years old. It's a history. We got, it's life history. Yeah. And I hate that, because I feel like a lot of people who talk the most crap about social media is the ones who's peaking. They never have nothing going on their page. They just want to dissect what they think somebody else got going on.
For certain, social media is a world.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a world. And some people who don't have the chance to maybe go certain places or get out the house often or whatever, that's where they sit and they just create this bubble, and they create this whole fantasy world they live in. Like, and it's, I don't know, I avoid a lot. Like, I ain't perfect. I ain't no better than nobody else. I'm very careful about what I allow to penetrate my brain.
Right. Like, you have to, especially like you said, with social media being a big world, and like I said, we all, and just like you said, we all get into that slump sometimes where we kind of can relate, or our emotions will, you know, take play or stuff like that, because it's out there. And a lot of things too, because we grew up, once again, reminiscing as far as not having like this big, great communication. So things that we see and we read that we can relate to, sometimes when it's already written, we don't mind posting it. Or just like now, you see people when they do post, they talk from the top of their feelings or their emotion, or, you know, things like that. And because some people, not that they use it as therapy, but sometimes people use social media just to get something off their chest. Now, I'm not saying that everything you get off your chest is the perfect way to promote it there. But I just think because it's there, it's easy to get to. Yeah, and it's that outlet, and sometimes you just, utilize it. So we all have had, fought for it when we have been in our feelings and our emotions. Because, sometimes people say, oh, don't worry about that. Don't get all worked up with that. But it's not that you worried or you worked up. It's just that you can relate to it, and some things you just want to write it out. My thing is bypass it.
Use it. It depends how you use it. Because sometimes I feel silly and random things come to my mind. Like, I don't know why I had to tell social media that I had slept in a do-rag. It was just so funny to me to get up and look at myself in this do-rag. And I was like, the world needs to know, because men always talk about us in a bonnet. I don't know the men that don't want to see a woman in a bonnet. Stay on my inbox.
And another thing
because I sleep in a do-rag. So I can imagine how you feel about that. Okay.
And another thing too, you have to look at it that with this content and this platform right here that we are using, as far as like YouTubers and going here live, this is our connection world, where sometimes we already have that platform where we are vulnerable, or we want to be truthful, or we just want to be in a reality and say what we say, talk what we say, even if you go into a video, even if you write something. That's the thing too. Even, with that, I try to explain to people, even some things that I put on social media, this is all my world. This is like up under my belt. These are things that I'm doing. I'm not afraid to talk about something. I'm not afraid to post something. I can relate to it. I could come here and talk about it. I can sit in a circle of women and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I do. This is my connection. So it's not like social media is just something that I just feel like,
lifeline. Like, it keeps you alive.
Yeah, it's like this is all around my world. So I love putting things out there. I love talking about things. I love bringing up a topic. I love bringing up, reposting something that I can relate to, that somebody else can relate to. I love doing that, because that's the kind of communication and level that, I'm on. I want to get into doing some girl power things, some women power things. I'm looking to put together all shades of blue event, and I want women to just come together in their blue and just kind of talk about some of their blues. They come up out of their blues. Like, let's communicate. Let's sit down.
I thought she was like a Crip or something, but I'm about to say.
Oh no, blue is my favorite.
You love blue. I'm about to say, but what about the red?
My co-host always got to just go to the left.
I'm a gangster.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? But see, that's where we kind of connect, because I'm not gangster. You gangster.
No,
but I could bring your soft side. Then you heard me got a little gangster a few minutes ago.
I'm like 50-50 though.
Okay.
I'm not a product of my environment, but I definitely could blend in with it. You know what I'm saying? Physically, I could be in the hood. Mentally, I'm not there. And I love the hood. So it's nothing against the hood. I love the hood. I don't like what takes place in the hood as far as like our people losing their lives and stuff, but we're
always going to be connected with some of that, because that's where we from. That's where we grew up from. That's where, that's where it all started from us. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, in a hood. Even if you didn't live in the hood, you're still, in a hood.
And that
you're part
hood
of the
is what made me. That memory lane that we went down, that's what made me. And I could appreciate where I come from. I can relate to where I am. I can go anywhere and still just blend in and be comfortable, and I give that to the hood. I credit that to the hood. So some people are like, oh, I'm out the hood, I ain't never going back. I don't gotta live there to still love it.
Yeah,
and I drive through all the time. I love the hood. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Let me tell you, every time I come across Patterson downtown,
now downtown, that's a different world. Let's carry on.
No, but what I will say is that when I do come, like if I have to drive through downtown for something, I always say, that's another place that take me back down memory lane. I'm like, wow, I remember when they used to have the Christmas stuff set up when I was a little girl. All the stores they had.
Going downtown to take airbrush background
when we used to shop, call ourselves, we was shopping before we went to those parties back in the day.
Putting your outfit together the day of the party, your whole outfit from your belt to your socks to your hair bows.
I was easy picking up and down. You hear me? Boom, boom, shorts.
One touch.
What?
One touch. Come on.
Just a touch, baby. Just
what was the place where we went? You took pictures. Was it Evergreen?
Capel's.
Capel's. Come on. They don't have airbrush
and we did it like this. What? We had the Capels and we had the Gazelles.
And you was something.
And we rocked the bell.
Yo, talking about Gazelles, nobody in this world probably got more than my stepdad. Shout out to him if he's watching. Yes.
I wish I would have knew, because I went to shout out to my girl Queen. She sells like accessories and stuff too. I went to her actually for my show and found me some gazelles. The glasses were so cute that I didn't want to take the frames out, but I wanted them to, of course, be in my entertainment of my show when I flew it back.
He got a pair that's so official that he showed me, and I hope he watching because he just showed me history. He showed me a pair of shades glasses that was made before I was born.
Wow.
Where he got them custom made. Years later, they made a replica of what he got custom then. The glasses he got is a one of one. Like, we talking about like 30 pair. Like,
now, that's what you call a throwback.
He's official throwback.
Wow.
You talking about wallabies and all that. My mother got some too. Shout out to my mother. Shout out to my parents.
Oh, remember wallabies?
Yeah, what?
The thick heels?
What?
What?
I remember I went to a party. You couldn't tell me nothing with the wallabies on. What? I had a little jeans, a little button up, a little tank top under. Yeah, let me say something. Yes.
No, remember the skirt with the skirt?
Yeah. Ooh, those is back out.
What? You couldn't tell me that. Let me tell you. When I first had my daughter in 1995, Biggie Smalls was at the rink in Teaneck. I still had breast milk leaking out of my shirt. That's how
was determined to get there.
What? I went out there in Hawthorne, to those stores in Hawthorne, the Rainbow and all of them.
Rainbow was there. That probably was like back in the day when the rag shop was like
what?
There.
Honey, let me tell you something. I could remember the outfit. I had a beige skirt.
Wow. So
with the
khaki,
the beige skirt, the white shirt, and I had some tan sandals.
Oh, he was killing them.
With the milk breasts coming out the bra.
Hey.
My daughter probably was like 3 days.
It's okay. You had to get
stomach
there.
Black, big. Stomach still big, but I'm just saying that was a different big.
It was a fresh baby out of there.
that was the baby out big. This is now after the kids plus the ham hocks and the neck bones.
Okay, it's okay.
So that's we talking two different bigs. But I
big
went
body,
there.
Different type of body. Big.
I went there because Biggie was there. Notorious B.I.G. What?
You can't miss that. That's a once in a lifetime thing. And nobody knew what his life would be like, cut so short. You know
that was the good old days. But listen, I know somebody had inboxed you about something. So
it was a status.
Oh, a status. Okay.
That she saw. I mean, that I saw, and the status that I commented on was she believed that all
broken hearts can be mended,
all hurt hearts can be healed or whatever. And people was in the comments and everybody had their views. And shout out to Shady because it was Shady that posted it, and I want you to see that once you bring something up to us, I don't care. We'll tap on it. We'll even piggyback on it on the next show if we have the time. But just to touch on it, maybe that could be a part of bringing back what used to be too, because back in the day there was more compassion and understanding. So
I feel like now the compassion part of people, I feel like people just don't care what they do. Like I really feel like back then when you did things to people, it was really something that very apologetic, or it wasn't meaningful. Because they had
something to lose.
Right. They had something to lose. I feel like now people don't cherish things, and people don't cherish people that they have to lose, and they would do anything.
Because other grimy people have made it so easy for other grimy people.
But see, here's the thing to me where I feel like that when it comes to certain hurt. Like I always say, you can't just, the biggest hurt for me is the simplest hurt.
Yeah.
When somebody do something,
when you expect them not to,
that's simple. To me, if you could do something simple to hurt me, I don't want you back around me because I don't know what else you would do.
But do you feel that a hurt heart can be healed?
It depends. I feel like a hurt heart can be healed and you can move on. But I don't feel like even when it's healed or healing or, healed, that those people need to be back in your comfort zone. Like, I don't feel like... But what if it's
someone that's never been in your life? And I think it was, I don't know. And if she's tapped in or whatever, even come back and comment on this, virtually. But I'm thinking she's probably saying, like, maybe someone that you meet or new people that you're around or just anyone that you may have never dealt with in that emotional sense. You may meet them with a broken heart, and maybe you're trying to meet them halfway to help them heal.
Oh, like in a relationship?
Either way, friendship or not. You can meet people that are broken, and some people be like, they damaged goods, leave them alone. I'm a very optimistic person when it comes to emotional healing with the person, because I know I've been in a hurt place before, and I'm like, holy crap, I've healed. My heart's been hurt before.
I think it can be healed. I just think sometimes, when you are healed, who whoever may have hurt you, like I said, I don't think it's probably the best thing to have them back in your comfort zone, because my thing is, if somebody hurt you a certain type of way, how can you be comfortable back around them?
Same person, if you hurt my heart, you're not going to be able to be responsible.
But it's strange because in a relationship, you can't get hurt in a relationship.
But you don't heal my heart, though. There's still a tear in it. There's still a tear in it. And there's still a doubt in the back of my mind, because that's what you created. It's like that's you stealing from me one time. You may not steal from me ever again, but sad to say, I cannot leave my purse around you like I used to, because you already shown me what you're capable of, and I don't know what it takes to trigger you to get there again. So just like in a relationship, you break my heart, you may not ever do it again, but you're gonna have to deal with the fact that you scarred me. You did something, and I may forgive you. It's impossible to forget.
But see, that's why I don't really believe in going back to an ex if it's that kind of situation, because I feel like if I'm scarred, which maybe we could talk about that on the next episode.
That's our next episode. Y'all got a preview.
Yeah, healing heart, relationships,
healing. How do you know you heal?
Yeah, how do you know you heal? And can you actually be back around someone when you feel that you are healed? Me, I feel like no. I'm sweet as pie, but I feel like in those positions, I'll be.
No, when you go back around somebody and you think that you're healed, and I'm speaking from experience, and if anyone's tapping in or feel like I'm right or wrong, it's cool. I've been around somebody that I thought I was healed from. That's because I was still hopeful.
Now, was that relationship-wise?
It was relationship-wise. I still was making myself available to this person because I was hopeful.
Yeah.
But once I lost hope, that's when the healing started, because I wasn't holding onto something, hoping that this person will make me feel better.
And sometimes you feel like you that hope. Sometimes you feel like they owe you.
Yeah, and I want you see that you did it, and you're sticking around for the makeup. And that makeup right there, when a person feels like you already tolerated a bunch of their stuff, it'll never be a genuine makeup. And once you allow someone to disrespect you, they will never re-respect you in a way where it's going to make you feel whole again. So now my new thing is, I'm getting up out of there. I'm not sticking around.
And I feel like that too with friendships or people.
With anybody.
Yeah, if you allow somebody to really mistreat you or do something wrongfully wrong to you.
You don't like yourself a lot.
It ain't no putting past them what else they'll do. You don't know where they feel like, what level that they can do things to you too. Because people do study you. And that's the thing with me that I had to learn. I never really study people. I always try to take people for who they are.
Because you're not trying to take advantage of anybody. That's why.
But from the lessons that I was taught, I have to study people. I have to wait a minute.
Yeah.
I can't go in loving them, because that's another thing too that I always tell people. The type of pure heart that I have when I love people, I love you, your mama, your kids.
I love everybody.
Everybody.
I love hard. And people say they're like, oh, I love hard. No, I really love hard.
Everybody. So I'm not just that type of person or that type of friend that when I come in, I mess with you. I mess with you, your kids, your family. Yeah. I'm genuine. I'm kind. I do all of that. I'll be helpful to everybody because that's just me. And then you will have that one person that mess it up
for everybody.
Now but then I'll still be cool with the other people.
No.
But then,
I'm learning that right there.
I'm learning that too. You got to disconnect it all.
Everybody going. Everybody because at the end of the day, this your family. The loyalty is much thicker with you and them.
But the sad part about it is some people, one thing I will say about people, when people are messed up, rather your family or friends or whatever, if you tell me something about somebody I know, rather they're related to me, rather they're a friend from me, and you tell me something that they did to you, one thing about keeping it real and what people don't understand, people know who you are. Your family know who you are. So if I come to you and your family had issues, they know your issues, and I explain that to them, yeah, they're going to love you. They're going to be, but they know. And that's the thing I think.
Like, oh, he done did it to her. She done did it to her.
And that's the thing that people don't get is like, you can't get by.
You can't.
And this is why people's family and friends still mess with people who people don't mess with no more because they know their own family.
And I have those
they know their own friends.
Though.
They know their own coworkers. They know these people. So it's like either way, you can't get by with who you are as an individual.
My ex's families, I still deal with, I still talk to them. Some more than others, some none, but it's no beef. You know what I'm saying? They know like, oh, I stuck it out as much as I could. Like I was good to that person, ain't perfect, did my things.
Right.
That may have hurt them too, but they knew that I was wholesome nonetheless. Like my intentions was well. Like, but yeah, I'm just right now.
But I think that's another thing too that I feel like I've came across, from before the pandemic to now, that I'm learning people. I'm learning to look at things differently. I'm learning to understand differently. I'm learning to be more cautious. you know, with how I love and, you know, always so open for people because, I don't know, the hearts are just hardened now. You know, things ain't the same. People can be grimy. People don't care what they do to you, what they take from you, or, you know, they just don't care.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I can't really deal with a person that's careless. And to no extent, or just really just feel like, oh, I'll get by. Oh, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing major. It ain't no. That stuff is big. That stuff is major. And in this lifetime, you can lose some good people.
Yeah. So now my prerequisite, or like my pre-evaluation with people now, I'm starting to pay attention to how you treat the people who you already love.
Yeah.
You understand what I
mean?
mean?
And you got to listen to people when they telling you about that.
So I'm watching.
And you got to pay attention to who they connect with, who they not connected with, family members, friends, all of that. Who don't? That stuff matters.
If I'm
it really does.
Getting cool and you can abuse your child and tell them, go sit your stupid ass down somewhere, I already know.
Yeah.
You will lose respect for me quickly.
Now I know that.
I don't want to be around you.
Now I know that.
If you have children and you can go months, years, days, weeks without speaking or seeing your children, you already know how to live without me already. Yeah. So you will never cherish me. You understand what I mean?
And see, that's the thing too. Good. That's why we have to pay attention to who we connected with. You don't want to judge nobody. You know, but I just think that in this lifetime, you do have to be careful with who you connected with, and you do have to look how other people treat people. Just like they always said, a boy or a man that loves his mama is going to know how to treat a woman.
Yep.
So if they don't know how to treat their mama, they ain't going to know how to treat their girlfriend. That's why I try to teach my son and my grandson, I try to love all over them because I want them to love all over me. So when they deal with women, they understand that, oh, I'm supposed to love all over them, hug all over them, cherish them, enjoy them.
And that comes from you. I never forget one time a man told me he had punched his grandmother. But I was so young, like, and not, it didn't mean anything to me because I didn't understand the substance of how a man is genuinely supposed to treat a woman. Like, now that I look back in retrospect, I'm like, girl, that was like, that wasn't a red flag. That was like a burning, waving, big.
But you know what? When you
flag.
Listen, I tell people all the time, when you younger and when we sit and we talk about things that we experience younger, you know, our maturity level and our thinking level wasn't on a certain,
so grateful for the brain
page.
Growing. Jesus
Just like
Christ.
now at 40-something, I'm still learning things. I'm still looking back at things and be like, woo, woo, woo. You know, so the older you get, and also too, the more people the right people you connect with, the things you connect with in life, all that stuff will start coming in. When you don't have that, what do you call it? Not village as people, just village as things, or those fruits embedded in you or around you. Sometimes you can't connect, you won't connect, you know, and it also depends on a lot of people, how they grew up. So everything, I don't really, you know, I used to hear people, even back when, you know, just to bring this up, like when I was married years ago, and I would hear people say this, that, and the third. I had to look at situations now at my age and be like, when I was talking to him, I was 24.
Right.
I was in my 20s.
They held you so accountable.
I was literally I was literally in my 20s.
Yeah.
I'm
forgiving myself for that now.
Married in my early 30s. What was, you know, not saying that people don't do it and you can't, but I'm just saying when people like to look at certain stuff, you know, and at that time when people talking and they looking, you're not really paying no attention. But then when you get to this place where you at now, when you like, wow, I was 20 something years old.
You forgive yourself now. At the age of 40, I forgive myself so much for growing
did things when we were younger.
Point.
Yeah.
Like, I forgive myself so much for growing to this point. And I'm happy to be here. There's nobody walking the face of this earth that can make me feel bad about growing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I accept everyone's growth too.
And it's good when you know when you're growing. It's good when you start to realize that you know when you're connecting. You know, all the time, like I said, our younger years, a lot of things we didn't connect on. A lot of things we weren't growing. We was just going with the flow, going with the vibe, going with the times that things were, you know, happening and going on. But as you get older, as you growing and as you look back, you know, that's when things start to take change.
Some
if you're willing to change and look at it.
Some things are learned. And I'd rather lessons than teachings.
Right.
Any day of the week, I'd rather learn a lesson than to be taught.
Right. Well, you know what? That's pretty much our episode for today.
Shout out to my sweatshirt, though. You ain't even see it.
Yes, I like it. It looks so cute.
I had on a hockey.
Yes, queen, yes, queen, yes, queen.
And then she blessed me with this.
Of course.
She popped the trunk on me.
I like it, too. It looks nice on you,
I don't have to give it back, right?
No. I'm not a taker.
Because I'm an Indian giver.
You representing me.
I'm an Indian giver though. Because I'll have something in person like, oh, I like that so much. And I'm like, I do it to my mother all the time. Oh, Mom, you can have it. And I see it a while later. I'm like, Mom, where you get that from?
I'm gonna have to talk to you about that. No.
Yeah, I do.
But guess what, guys? Like I said, all the time here on the No Shade But Shade show with your lovely host, Miss Shade, and my lovely co-host, Mary Jane. We always gonna start off with a topic, and we always just gonna get on this couch and talk. This is what this couch is for. This is what this couch is for. This couch is for us to get here and talk, reminisce, talk about reality stuff. If you guys, like we always tell you, you can inbox us, you can DM us, you can also email me at missnoshadebutshade@gmail.com. If you want to talk about any topics, let's talk about it. Let's get it in.
Inbox.
Also, what we need you guys to do is to go and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Shady Talk Wednesday, because soon we're not going to be going live from Facebook because we need you guys to follow the channel. You can follow us on IG. Yep. I have Shady Talk Podcast on IG. You can always follow that. Also, you can follow my Shady Apparel on IG too. Shop Shady Apparel. Shout out to Blink Pink 655 McBride Ave. Young entrepreneur. She does lashes, and they also have a hair braider in that shop. You could DM me or you could stop by the shop. Wednesdays is walk-in Wednesdays. Check it out. Any shout outs you want to shout out?
It's graduation time, so everybody, not everybody, but those who know, I do graduation items, keepsake items. You can check me on Facebook at Q's Compassionate Creations LLC. Okay. And there's stuff on my page, Cadre Mary Jane. And that's just it. And shout out for the topic. Are we gonna carry that on for the next show?
Yeah, we can carry that on for the next show.
So the next topic for the show, can a hurt heart be healed?
Yeah.
So be sure to tap in on that, guys.
And also too, be sure to check out the Shady gear, the Shady wear. The sun is about to shine, and y'all already know I got it for y'all. Go to the website, noshadebutshade.com. Also,
you got a one piece. I'm trying to look like a wrestler for this summer. You know.
Oh yeah, I got wrestlers look.
I don't
got wrestlers look.
I don't care. They're gonna get this body.
Wrestlers. I got boxers. I got cheerleaders. I got hoochie mamas.
Whatever. They getting this body.
Relax.
This summer.
Park. Whatever you want to look like. The Shade got it. The No Shade But Shade got it.
You're getting it.
So check out the website. Also, I'm going to be letting you guys know where I'm going to be located. Near in the town, so people can come back and shop with me. Most of my customers, shout out to all my Shady shoppers. I love y'all. I'm telling you, my Shady shoppers been with me forever. My dedicated customers, I love y'all. Yes. I love y'all. They always tell a friend, they bring a friend. It seems like I'm getting more and more customers, new people.
Thank you,
and I love it. I will always appreciate everyone who shop with me, who support me, who just love me, who just even just spread the word. Like I always tell people, it ain't about money. Even if you just tell a friend about me, that's enough love for me. I appreciate that because I am a small Black business and I am growing in my business, and I love to do business.
Because they say, Black businesses don't be professional.
Oh, we got to get into that too.
I try to be professional as possible, and thank you to everyone that supports me.
I love professional business, so I'm always going to produce professional business. But thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. Stay tuned with us on our next topic. Next month, we're here every third Wednesday of the month. Stay tuned. Follow us to keep up with all the information. We love you guys. Thank you to all our Facebook followers, all our YouTube watchers. Thank you so much. We love y'all. Good night.